Yeah, what's happening, BDA family? This is a response to Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Now, the other day we did a hangout, and his name was mentioned. We had a little giggle and a bit of banter about a list he did when I was on a podcast with him years ago. We did a all-time great heavyweight list, the top 10, and we all did a list, and his list was pretty comical, and we brought that up because he'd had like 10 black fighters in it, not one fighter from anywhere else. They're all black, and about 5 or 6 of them were from the Negro leagues, basically with no footage, just hearsay. You're going by another guy's words. That was my problem with his list. We had a little bit of banter about it, but the snitch ass bitch, Low Place, went in, went running to him and told him that we've been slagging him off, and basically he thinks we called him a racist. No, we didn't call you a racist. I don't believe you're a racist, Beats. I really don't. I just believe you're so pro-black. It actually it seeps out your ear holes. You can't think straight half the time because you just put colour first, and that's what I believe. I don't believe you hate white fighters. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I don't believe you hate white people. I just think that so pro-black that you don't like to connect dots sometimes. You just like to look for your coloured glasses, and that's my point about this list. But Low Place, the snitch, he's gone running off and made his own little bit of trouble and put his little bit at the end of the story. But Low Place, we'll deal with you, Low Place, trust me, because you keep saying that I got you kicked off this hangout. I didn't say anything about you coming off. They had a democratic vote and your ass got voted out. But I'll tell you one thing, if I did have the power, you wouldn't even be on the chat. Now, I'm going to speak to BDA and Butcher. I'm going to talk to them about the cancer that you are to our channel. And hopefully they'll see what I'm seeing and they'll block your ass. Because you're a snitch for a start. You went running off like a little snitch. And this is why so many black men are in prison in America, because people like Low Place, snitch-ass bitches that, are running off, give it all the hard talk, the G talk, the gangster talk, but go snitching to the police, and that's what you are, Low Place. I've worked that one out. The fact is, you couldn't wait to go and tell Beats, and there's nothing really to tell because Beats knows that I've said this in videos about him. I've said it before. I've done videos about. I laugh at his list. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He's saying about I'm not in his league on debating skills, but you can't debate me. When you put that list on, I win straight away. He wants to debate our list. Oh come on, but he doesn't want BDA to be the host. He wants someone else to do it. And he wants to have a debate with me about this heavyweight list, but there is no debate. Once you start putting your list up on the screen, it's over for you. And this is my point. I mean, I didn't really have a problem with you picking fighters that no one's ever seen fight. You're taking Bert Sugar's word for it. You're some bitter old white man that thinks everything's better in the day, but you think his music was better back then and all. The bitter old men, they're going to tell you that everything was better back then. And Sam Langford was a special fighter for what he did back in the day. But you claimed he would knock Vitaly Klitschko clean out. That was my problem with you. That's what we're laughing at. We're not laughing at the fact that you picked 5, 6 fighters up from the Negro. We're laughing at the fact that you picked 5'7" Sam Langford to knock out Vitaly Klitschko. And even you're not a stupid man, Beats. You know that's a load of bollocks. I wish we could put Sam Langford in a ring with Vitaly Klitschko and see what happens to him. You'd close your channel down. You would, after that fight. There'd be no coming back for you. So that's our problem. And, there's no need to go on about, small channels and, we're below you. Because I've just looked at the numbers and we're doing better numbers than you, Beat. So we can't be that small. I'm not saying you're a bad channel. You're a very good channel. I wouldn't be subscribed to you. And you're a very knowledgeable guy. But you repeat, a lot of your stuff is repeated what other people have come out with. You've read a book, or you're a very good historian. But all you're doing is repeating what another man says. You're not using critical thinking that you claim me to not be using, because critical thinking is seeing for yourself, not taking someone else's word for it. Well, just because you told me Sam Langford's going to knock out Vitaly Klitschko, you want me to believe you? Just because you told me all these fighters were ducking Harry Wells and all, doesn't matter. There's loads of fighters that duck fighters. It don't mean that the guy that's ducking can't win. There's many times where fighters have ducked someone, then when the fight has made, the guy that was ducking all that time whoops his ass. It's all guesswork. But, I don't mind you having these guys in your list, but then don't expect to do a video and make out that you won the debate, because you've got no one on your side. I mean, even your hardcore supporters are going to see that list and, well, fucking hell, Beats. Go back to the drawing board, bro. And we see where that list was coming from. We knew what you were doing with that list. You were showing off your black boxing history knowledge, which is very good, by the way. It is. And like I said, that's why I'm subscribed to you. You've got very good knowledge when it comes to a bit of history. I do like listening to your stuff. But that doesn't mean you know how to predict a fight, break one down, read a fight. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, your prediction is not the greatest, bro. I mean, you fuck me. I don't think you could predict rain if thunder and lightning was above your head. So there's all different skills involved when you're doing a channel. Yes, when it comes to boxing history, especially black boxing history, why would I care about the Negro leagues? I mean, that's your culture. You're going to do that. You're going to look into all that. But you know, I'm not going to go and look at books and read fucking books and watch videos about guys that died 100 years ago. And if that's me, just, you know, oh, well, you're a casual, then I'm a casual then. You know, I've got better things to do in my life than sit in a library reading about fucking Sam Langford's early days of his life at school, and I don't want to hear about that. You know, and you're talking about doing this debate. I mean, bro, honestly, don't do it. Now, there's many things you'd destroy him on with history, you would, but this one is not one of them. Trust me. Show that list and you're finished, bro. You show that list, you're finished. And you said you'll put it up, you're finished. I know you're going to get some pro-blacks from America. Go, get him, Beach, yeah, what a list. These white boys don't know about these. Listen, don't need to know about. When I'm picking a list, I'm picking about what they achieved. Where they rank in their time. Greats, do you know what I mean? Who they fought. The name, the brand. So you were talking about Jack Dempsey, but Jack Dempsey was a champion for many years. All right, he didn't fight all-time greats, but nor did any of them. Who did Sam Langford fight to really an all-time great? So we could go down the list of all these guys from the Negro Leagues just beating up people that no one knows. So it goes both ways, man. But yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, it was definitely a bit of banter. It definitely weren't us like picking on you, saying you don't know shit about boxing and things like that. Because I do believe you do know about boxing, but you're very ignorant when it comes to history. And you think because we don't know some guy that was born in 1854 in Alabama that was fighting in the Negro League, that we don't know fuck all about boxing. No, we're just not interested. I'd like to talk about this century, and that's just my point. But if you ever want to do a debate on that list, I mean, I don't mind doing it, but the minute you put that list up, mate, I mean, no one's backing you. Even when you did the debate, you said, oh, I'll school you, I've schooled you on no debate. You haven't schooled me on any debate. All you did was shout and scream at me and get emotional. That's why we had to close the channel. We can't talk to you, man. You've chilled out as you've got older, I'll give you that. You've chilled out as you got older. And I don't believe you as a racist. You used to be a racist back in the day, but I don't believe you are anymore. I think you're quite level-headed. Out of all the black channels, you and Hatman are probably the ones that, and Bruce Vane are the ones that keep down the middle sometimes. I mean, I know you get a bit pro-black, but you're not too bad now, but you used to be terrible. When we did this list, I mean, look at that list. It's a fucking joke. Now, if I did a list of all white fighters, you'd have fucking berated me. Don't get me wrong, there's been better black fighters than white fighters in history, but if I did a list of all white, you'd have berated me. I would have accepted your list if these were guys that deserved to be on the list. I mean, when I had my list, I think I had 4 black guys in my top 10. I kept it down the middle. I'm not going to put Vitaly Klitschko ahead of Lennox Lewis, and people, I'm going to do it. I don't care how good Vitaly was. I kept it down the middle, you didn't. So that's all, really. I'm going to get off. I mean, we'll gladly do the debate, but I wouldn't if I was you. I'm out of here. Laters.
MCs reaching for my style.